This is our winner semifinals match, which will be commentated with myself and Shrug. Shrug, you
Yeah,
wanna?
yeah. Oh man, I am too thrilled to get into this. This is like a clash of the titans. We got Adrian and Spencer facing off. Um and yeah, we got some really good gameplay coming here. I think I want to talk about Spencer's team real quick cuz uh I had a little bit of a preview on this beforehand, and I gotta say, looking at this, it seems like it's gonna be really hard for Adrian to break through it. The biggest point of interest to me is that Scarf coaching on Pissimian. Um, the really cool thing about this, and this is something that I've enjoyed using myself as well, is you have the option of going offensive with some really nice coverage and like gunk shot for stuff like Whimsicott, and then close combat obviously for big stab damage. But then you can also just boost up your teammate. If you get one or two coaching boosts down onto either Gyarados or Sarina, it's going to be really hard for Adrian's team to break through on that. And then on top of that, that's not all that Adrian has to worry about. You've still got Sylveon, who's down to scream its head off at everything on this team, pretty much. And then it's also packing Terra Water Terra Blast, which is great to help cover Moltres and Iron Treads. And then on top of that, to help contest the speed control, you've got the very fast Regieleki. It actually doesn't have anything that directly affects the speed itself, but it's going to be able to outspeed a lot of things, even in Tailwind, most likely. And you can get like Eerie Impulse and Reflect Off to help control a lot of the damage from Adrian's team. And then you've got Gothitelle, which is able to manage a lot of these Pokemon, prevent them from switching out, while also providing support and heal pulse, reversing that speed control using Trick Room. So then that makes it a lot harder for Whimsicott to be useful. And and then of course people can't switch out against Fake Outs, so that's extremely useful. Um, and then you got the star of the team in Gyarados, and that's going to be to set up a Dragon Dance and then blast off a bunch of waterfalls and earthquakes. It's just really hard for Adrian's team to find a way in here. I feel like it covers a lot of things really effectively. So I guess we'll see
Yeah.
what he can do. But I guess yeah, you go ahead and kick it off
No,
with
you're.
Adrian's team.
Yeah, no. I mean, Adrian's got just the not the most like he's got stuff to protect himself from Spencer's team. It's he's got the Shuka Berry, the watch for the earthquake, which is nice. He's still got the Tailwind set. He's got Sunny Day for get the Raging Bolt going. I think the big person that's going to be the big lead for this game is probably going to be Iron Treads. I like the Wild Charge tech for the Gyarados, but obviously Gyarados is Terra Ground, so probably will have to be careful with that. I think Serena could be a big problem for Ulico's team. Moltres obviously can do some work to it, but just kind of rough if doesn't have that matchup into it. And then Trevenant, I think that'll just be a good matchup if he thinks Spencer's gonna try to do a lot of coaching stuff. Otherwise, I don't know about Trevenant's total usage there. He could probably take out Gothitelle pretty nicely, but yeah, no,
Right.
I think Yulico's got a little bit gonna have a little trouble trying to do work on this team, but I don't know. He could prove us wrong.
Yeah, the haze actually, that is a really good call out because that could make it a lot harder for Gyarados to have an impact. And then the Sunny Day is gonna reduce the strength of Waterfall, the Shuka Berry to help block out the Earthquake a bit. So it looks like Adrian's brought some good countermeasures for this squad. It's just like finding something that works all together to take down the whole package here is going to be the real project. One thing of interest over on Adrian's team, so Feraligatr is running the Wakenberry. It is not running Life Orb, so its damage output is going to be a lot lower, but it's gonna have a little bit more defensive utility. It'll be able to
Yeah.
switch in on something from like Regieleki or just not be as scared of it. So I guess we'll see what impact that has. Um,
It
but
does
yeah, I
seem
think
like
we're about to get into it. Yeah, go ahead.
Adrian's Browgator does live pretty well. Like it seems like it's taken some good hits before in matches I've seen. So I'm yeah, and then with the Waken Berry, I bet it could definitely take a good solid super effective hit. So
It is like a bit bulkier than a lot of people might expect from it. And then also you do have the option on Adrian's team to set up that light screen, reduce some of the special damage. There's a lot of things here that I think Adrian's counting on uh to just slow Spencer's team down a bit uh and give him a chance to attack regardless of speed control. It looks like.
yeah. All right, we're about to get into it now, folks. So
Yeah. Here we go.
see if it's gonna be a quick one or full five or see what these boys can bring out.
Yeah, we've had a lot more 3-0 sets so far in this final bracket than I feel like we normally do. So we'll see if this will continue that trend or if this will flip up the script. I think
Yeah.
that it really could be anywhere from a 3-0 one way to a 3-0 the other way. So we'll see where on that spectrum we end up.
Yeah, Dragon Dance and Fake Out, which I guess if he good Thunderclap call for that, and then obviously it doesn't matter because he's getting Fake Out, but
No thunderclap. No
oh, no
thunderclap
Thunderclap.
on
Okay,
the Raging Bolt. I made that mistake last week, and Adrian called me out for it, so I had I had to look.
Full Switch could be nice though, because yeah,
Definitely, like a big volt switch into Gyarados could be huge. We've got the Sunny Day up. Gyarados is going to be able to get one Dragon Dance up, which will definitely be nice. It's just like, is that going to be enough to deal with this Shuka Berry defense?
yeah,
And now, so the turn played out about as you would expect. Although there might have been some
yeah.
some question
Switch
of
maybe.
what Whimsicott does. Yeah, now
Yeah.
what is the move here? The Volt Switch is really nice here as a countermeasure to the Shadow Tag, because normally you can't switch out when Gothitel's in play, but
Yeah.
with that option, that
Yeah, the
gives
pivoting
Adrian
move.
a bit of opportunity to move.
No, that's cool. Yeah, he has. I guess he's probably just gonna set up a light screen, maybe just to get all his stat like.
Yeah, kind of just tank up a bit. Oh, we
Yeah,
have the protect play,
because he can't get out. Yep.
and yeah, the light screen. So not falling for anything, like not accidentally giving Spencer the speed control by like letting him put Trick Room up, but then also having Tailwind up at the same time.
Yeah. Ulico's playing it slow.
Yeah, and then we get the Trevenant coming in now, and Trevenant's probably gonna appreciate that Trick Room. It's a pretty slow Pokemon,
Damn.
and it might even be the slowest on the field at this point.
The Harvest Trevenant too, so it can get the Citrus Berry area refresh as well, which is pretty nuts.
Yeah, the Harvest guaranteed to regain your berry if you're in Sun, and that could be really huge. Maybe he chunks something down with Woodhammer, it gets to below half, or maybe something hits him to below half, and then all of a sudden he's got his berry back. Very nice to have the opportunity to just eat as many berries as you want.
Yeah. The Gyarados is in a rough spot too, because he's +1, and he's like, shoot, do I need to swap out now, or do I want to try to attack? Because he's going last no matter what.
Right. Yeah. It seems like the combination of that Dragon Dance and the Trick Room ended up being pretty disadvantageous with the Trevenant coming into play.
Yeah.
And now we've got Passinian coming in too. Interestingly. Yeah, that's a big Woodhammer.
Cool.
Oh. Yeah, it's definitely a nice shiny, but oh no, but we don't get to look at it for much longer.
Yeah.
The double into that slot ending up being super beneficial for Adrian, and now that is a free switch into Sylveon, which could be could be nice. We got the speaking head on the field, um, but yeah, that's a terrifying combination between these two.
Yeah, for
And
sure.
Revenant's probably slower than Sylveon as well. I think but Gothitelle was slower, right? I think if I might be getting my speed tiers mixed up, but it's like Gothitelle doesn't have a whole lot that it can do right now. It launched off a psychic for like not terribly impressive damage. Yeah, so
Yeah.
it's hitting the road.
Yeah, the only thing I can think is Spencer just wants to try to get obviously the defense boost, but just get the fake out recycle, like try to get fake out another option.
Yeah,
So
the utility on that fake out could be huge. Oh, we got the Poltergeist into this slot, and at -1, it's definitely going to be less scary.
yeah,
But that
manageable.
hyper voice, yeah, that's with the light screen up, which usually you see that hyper voice do a whole lot more damage. So the light screen doing its job here.
Yeah,
But now
+1
the
now
throat
though.
spray boost, yeah.
Yeah. So I think oh, 2 more turns of Trick Room. Spencer probably definitely wants to stall, even though he set it up.
Yeah, I feel like the speed control situation here has been really awkward for Spencer. Getting the Trick Room up, but then having to deal with Trevenant has been really weird. And oh,
Days,
we've got the
okay.
Haze, getting rid of that +1 boost on Sylveon and the -1 attack on Trevenant. So this is probably pretty nice for Adrian. And
Yeah,
I don't
and
think that it has to worry about Gyarados hurting it too badly.
yeah, and then I was gonna say, and Wim's dying, Adrian's probably okay with that, honestly, too, because he'd rather just get a better swap in at this point.
Yeah, he gets somebody in for free, and not having the support, not being able to set up like a Tailwind or something once his Trick Room's done, and losing out on something like Light Screen could be a problem. But at the same time, now you got Raging
Big
Bolt on the
Bolt.
field, so
Yeah.
how upset can you be?
Yeah. Terrifier on it. It's kind of stinks versus the Gyarados still, but just
Right.
since it's since it's ground and it's got Earthquake, but
It could be. I mean, again, this situation could be a little bit awkward for Spencer because Raging Bolt might be slower than Gyarados. We're actually not totally sure where those speed tiers line up, I believe.
yeah,
And and so this whole position is just really difficult to play, I feel like.
yeah, no doubt.
And we've got another switch out on the Gyarados, cycling that Fake Out and that Intimidate.
Yep,
Very nice things to be able to pivot around with.
for
We do
sure.
have the Terra coming out from the Sylveon.
Air water.
Terra Water, that's going to make it weak to Wood Hammer if Adrian goes for that.
Yeah, double weakness out right now.
Big Wood Hammer. Oh, and it does go into
Dang,
the
one
Sylveon.
hit.
Oh no!
Yikes. Yeah,
Disastrous!
yeah, I'm curious, because I mean, even if he like volt switched or something too, I mean, that's like really like.
Yeah, I'm not sure
Yeah, he's just
exactly why he would have gone for that, in all honesty. Maybe he had to be expecting some sort of different outcome for that turn,
yeah, no
certainly.
doubt. And then dimensions are back to normal.
Yeah,
Harvest
Trevenant
the
grabbing a
Citrus
quick
Ray.
snack.
Yep. Nom nom
Yeah, I
nom.
guess after a hard day's work of smashing a poor Sylveon, I guess I'd like a snack after that as well.
Yeah, he's like, who's next? Can I get another one after?
Yeah, shout out to Robbie. If you got any leftover mac and cheese, be sure to send it my way. And so we've still got one more unknown Pokemon in the back on Adrian's side as well, right?
I believe so, because yeah, we've seen Wims, Bolt, and um, I'm blanking
Yeah,
obviously, but yeah,
right. Yeah, so I guess this is
Trevenant.
definitely
Yeah,
pretty nice for Adrian's side. He's still got the Shuka Berry intact. Um, Okay, we do have the waterfall coming out. Maybe reading the Terra Fire, possibly, or just trying to get like a flinch. There wasn't a whole lot that Gyarados felt like it would be able to do in that spot.
yeah. I think Yeah, I think he just, I think he's kind of cutting his losses this game, maybe trying to figure out what he could do next at this point.
Yeah, and that was at -2 because of the Draco Meteor, and that still took out poor Gyarados at that point. And
Yeah,
yeah, the heal pulse not going off here. And the haze resetting the intimidate drop. This is just this is looking like curtains on this game.
yeah,
And now picking up another berry.
yeah, the harvest
Sometimes
value.
sometimes eating one berry is nice, but eating three, that's even nicer.
Value,
And
baby.
yeah, and look at how healthy that Trevenant is. It's been out here basically the whole battle, blasting
Yeah,
off wood hammers at everyone.
yeah,
And the
hazing.
heavy slam finishing it off.
Yeah, massive value pick this game.
Yeah, that I mean that was just not what I was expecting. I mean, I sincerely felt like it would be extremely difficult for Adrian's team, uh, and you know, Adrian showing that he's put a lot of thought into this, and he's got a squad that he thinks can topple his current demon in SBL.
Yeah,
Adrian has not beaten Spencer yet, but I mean, he's got a pretty nice argument for it after that game.
yeah. We'll see how Spencer adjusts. Yeah, he definitely needs to. Yeah, he definitely kind of clowned the lead in that game just because he didn't know. He's definitely not going to do Gyarados got the tell unless he's got a different play with that because he definitely wasn't thinking the outcome of that one.
Yeah,
So
he's gotta find some sort of different approach here. I feel like you know, the switch into Passimian at the beginning of that game, the weird speed control stuff, just ended up being really difficult for Spencer to play around. So we'll see if he's got a different plan here. Um, I guess one thing that we can note, so we mentioned that Raging Bolt doesn't have Thunderclap, and that's partially out of respect for the Sarina, which is able to
yeah,
block all of those priority moves. Um, and it looks like we're going to get Sarina on the field here, kind of showing why you need to respect it, because this thing with its wide lens set, it can
yeah,
do some big damage with that power whip triple axle combo.
yep. Turns it into a threat, not missing
Yeah.
anything. So
And for those Terra Rock fans who might be watching the stream, this is a Terra Rock Terra Blast Sarina as well for some extra type coverage.
yeah, the Merca Moltres if it has to.
Yeah,
Oh, the Moltres is here too.
yeah, and so this could be a really huge situation. This might
Yeah,
force an early Terra, force an early switch. This could really give Spencer some early tempo in this match.
yeah, it's kind of tough because no spread move on the Regieleki, but it could still just like hit the Moltres, but Moltres could tear ground. There's a lot of funny interactions. You could triple axle the Whimsicott, you could triple axle the Moltres, thinking it's gonna tear ground. Like, I don't know.
Yeah,
Tricky.
or even like a power whip into the expected Terra ground. You've
Yeah.
got, I guess, I don't know if power whip makes contact. I'm pretty sure triple axle does, so that would be kind of scary against that flame
Here's the
body.
ground.
We do have the ground Terra,
Yep.
and
All
we'll
right.
see how this plays out.
Block either an electric move or see if protect. Okay.
Okay, that's a big protect. And we do get the sunny day. This might be a huge heat wave.
Yeah, it's definitely gonna hurt.
Oh, but the Eerie
Dang.
Impulse,
Okay.
dropping Moltres down to -2 special attack, that's going to mitigate this a huge deal.
Yeah, Regieleki still might take a good chunk, but he'll probably take a little
Yeah.
better.
I mean,
But-
when you're Regieleki, if you're not dying to a move, then you're probably pretty happy.
Yeah.
And now
No doubt.
the threat from this Moltres is just so significantly reduced. This is going to give Spencer a lot of room to kind of dictate the pace of the rest of this battle now.
Yeah.
The sun being up is going to be a little bit of a problem for folks like Gyarados, but I think that the Eerie Impulse play kind of respected the option of Terra Ground and still gave the Regieleki a chance to provide value for the team. So that was just a great pick.
Tailwind scares me because like Moltres with Tailwind just can Oko the Serena if he didn't play it right, which that's what I was worried about. So
Right.
we'll see what happens here.
And Gyarados hitting the field now. Probably not too threatened by any of Moltres' moves, even if it weren't at -2 right now.
Okay,
And
Terra
Sarina
for the
going for the
Serena.
Terra Ground?
Yep.
Or Terra Rock,
The
I mean.
rock.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Accounting for the safetiness, but if it did go, if he went Scorching Sands, then he's crazy.
Yeah, yeah. I think if he goes Scorching Sands here, then he's just on another level.
Oh,
He does just Protect, okay. What do we got from Whimsicott then?
oh,
We
there's
got the
Tailwind.
Tailwind up. And that could be huge.
That, yeah.
Triple Axel, is that going to be enough?
Thank
That
you,
is
Whimsicott.
close. No, it's not enough. Gosh, that is, yeah. I mean, that's huge. Yeah, if you had asked me before the set, I would have been like, yeah, Triple Axel kills Whimsicott.
Yeah.
But
Could be a
nope.
bold or some kind of set or something bold.
Yeah, it could be a
Good
pretty
defense.
defensive set, especially when you've got the Covert Cloak set on Whimsicott. I feel like you're more likely to just run bulk rather than going max speed. And that's one of the nice things in a draft format. You can more freely go for those sort of bulky sets. You do have the Scorching Sands coming out,
Dang,
hitting the
like
Serena.
call it out, but
About half. And
maybe
did you
trying
get
to
the
get the
burn?
burn.
There
Nope.
is no burn. I don't remember if it's 10 or 20 or 30 on that, but but it did not
Cool
happen
move,
here.
but not very good usage.
Yeah.
Like overall.
Ooh.
Dang,
And that's
the
a
big
huge
power
power whip. That's expending one of Adrian's strong special attackers and getting rid of the Terra. Both sides having expended their Terras pretty early here, so we're gonna have some classic style VGC with no Terra shenanigans around. But now we've got a Protosynthesis special attack boosted Raging Bolt. I wouldn't want to be anywhere near this guy right now because he's about to blast off the nastiest Draco Meteor Weather Ball Volt Switch, whatever the heck it wants, at someone on the field.
Even the Iron Treads, it don't mind hitting whatever with high horsepower. Giving it the wild charge into the Gyarados, but Gyarados likely to protect this turn. But
yeah, I feel like there's a lot of incentive for Gyarados to protect. Both of these Pokemon are just under dire threat from whatever Adrian decides to click. It's really going to be a matter of just who picks their targets better right now.
Yeah, no doubt.
Big Protect. Do we get the double? The double? Yeah, the double
Just
Protect.
Stall out
Shout out to double
Tailwind.
Protect. Yeah,
Yeah.
stall out Sun, stall out Tailwind. Pretty respectable move. But now, if you're Spencer, you're in a spot where now both of your guys either need to switch or they're going to die. That's just bottom line. So we'll see what he ends up going for. If you switch out, then you might be able to survive, but you're also probably sacrificing one of your team members.
I like the Earthquake idea, but like none of his guys can like swap into the Earthquake. Only the Alecki can Terra flying, or like he has air balloon, so it's just like it's hard for him to rip the Earthquake right now, which he just swapped, but still.
That does make it a whole lot more difficult, because yeah, that was a great spot where if you could hit Earthquake, it would be awesome. It's just like there's too much offensive pressure, and yeah, like you said, he just doesn't have anybody who can stand next to him and take an Earthquake from his side. Oh, the Volt Switch barely not taking out the Regieleki.
Yeah, this could,
And now
this could
Raging
work out
Bolt
for
hitting
him.
the road.
Yeah.
And let's see, who do we have? We have Whimsicott returning to play.
Yeah.
The
Sun
sun is
faded
gone.
in the wind.
This is
Yeah,
difficult
Persimmon
because
value.
Adrian has the opportunity to put up another sunny day, and that would be huge for his team's damage output and for reducing Spencer's damage output going forward here.
Yeah, it would make Gyarados pretty weak. If he goes Tailwind though, like he only has to worry about Persimmon, and then he's outspeeding everything else though too. So I guess Alecki as well. So I don't know. Alecki's not.
I think we've got another turn or two of Tailwind right now because it came after the sunny day. I
I
believe.
I thought the thing both said they petered like a. I
Oh,
think it
maybe
said
it did.
faded and petered, but
I
I might have
I
missed
might
it.
have totally missed.
Yeah, I might have missed it too.
Oh yeah,
There's the
yeah. No,
tailwind.
you're totally right. And now, so we got the tailwind, but no sun. The wild charge going into Ilecki, and then Passimian with
Man,
the
if he
choice scarf
close
could do some
combat, it's
big
gonna be
damage here. Receiver transistor. Okay, well that doesn't actually matter. Um, uh, but that would have been
yeah,
the dopest thing. For a second, I was actually
yeah,
super
I
alarmed.
mean, a little nervous. Yeah, I
Yeah,
was like, what?
but down goes Iron Treads. I feel like that's a pretty favorable trade for Spencer.
Yeah, especially since Gyarados couldn't even intimidate it because it's got clear amulet. So,
Right.
uh,
Yeah.
got the
No wild charge threat onto our friend Gyarados here now.
if
And
Wims. I don't know if Wims is faster than the Passimian, but I mean, a Moonblast definitely, I'd imagine, would take it out. But
I feel like even if it's 0 speed, I think with the Tailwind boost it could outspeed Scarf Passimian. Maybe I'm
yeah,
wrong there though.
yeah, yeah, I'm
It's
not.
possible. It's a question mark.
Yep,
Oh, but that's big.
it
And
does
at the
take it out.
-1 with the super effective damage, yeah.
Oh yeah,
Whimsicott
-1.
really carrying its weight there.
Big
And
Volt
yeah, the Volt
Switch.
Switch coming out into Gyarados. That's an Oko.
Yep.
The double Oko
Yeah,
for ending that that match off, and that is Adrian going up 2-0 in
yeah,
this semifinals match.
pretty dominating games. Just like kind of getting to a suffocating point where like Spencer wants to try to get to a certain point where he can Terra like he wants to get this Terra ground Gyarados going, but he's having to use the Terra elsewhere a lot of the time, and it like it just isn't getting the type of matchups that he needs to get to at a certain point in the game. So
Yeah, it seems like Adrian's got too much offensive pressure against Spencer's team right now, while also having stuff that is like kind of awkward for Spencer to hit effectively a
yeah,
lot of the time.
yeah,
And I mean that's all you can ask for in a matchup. I feel like Adrian's just piloted this squad so effectively so far.
and
One interesting thing, we still haven't seen Feraligatr. I feel like Feraligator's been a real standout performer on this team, and Adrian
uh,
hasn't touched it. He's been leaning more on like Iron Treads, you know, even Trevenant making an appearance, and then Raging Bolt just blasting Gyarados
yeah,
here.
doing its thing.
And it looks like we got a little peek at Spencer's thought process here. It looks like Gyarados is sitting on the bench for
Yeah.
this one.
Hey, I mean, like I said, he can't get to the point where he can get the Terra ground to be useful. So maybe he's like, let's not bring it and try to do something different.
Yeah, I
Like,
think that's a really good call out. It's I think that you've got what he's thinking there down, because yeah, he just can't really find a spot to Terra Ground Earthquake. He's getting shut down offensively and then blasted with an electric move, and he's just like he just had to switch out a bunch, and
yeah,
he can't even intimidate Iron Treads here. So it's like, yeah, there's just a lot of stuff saying Gyarados has to stay home right now.
yeah. But all right, we got potential tailwind into like a high horsepower play or whatever, and then I bet a reflect might come out from the Regieleki.
Reflect would be really nice, reducing that Iron Tread's damage output, despite its clear amulet, would be really helpful right now.
Yeah, for sure.
The tough thing is Sarina can't threaten a one-hit knockout on Iron Treads, I don't think.
Wow.
And we saw Triple Axel isn't gonna kill Whimsicott either.
Yeah.
Oh, we got Whimsicott leaving the field. Who's coming in? This is... Oh, Moltres.
Ace. Alright, Mealy's got the matchup with the Serena Moltres again, so.
Right. The heavy slam into Regieleki. Uh-oh. Probably calling out Terra Flying or a switch.
Yeah.
But now we got the triple axle with the burn on the
Oh
second
my
hit.
god.
And
Flame
that's
body.
such a huge switch.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a good call out.
Right. So despite the heavy slam play not really working out in Adrian's favor, getting that burn on Sarina is gonna severely limit its effectiveness in the rest of this battle.
Yeah, for sure. Eerie impulsing
And
the Moltres again. And...
yeah, I mean the Eerie Impulse, I feel like that was a great play last game, and
yeah.
I don't see a reason why it won't be nice this time around too. It's just staring down the Iron Treads is a scary proposition. It looks like Adrian was reading the Terra Flying probably, and not going for high horsepower, but now we'll see what he does going into this this next turn.
Yeah, for sure.
Sarina also switching out, and who do we have coming in?
It's Gothitelle here.
Crosshair Yuli. We get Gothitelle re-entering the battle. That Eerie Impulse is going to be just as useful on Raging Bolt as it is on the Moltres.
Yeah. So you did
but the high horsepower. Oh, he survives.
Yep,
the Reflect really coming into play there. That is huge.
Yeah.
Oh wait, he had Air Balloon. What am I thinking? That's why he did the heavy slam. My apologies to the gamers in the audience.
I was shocked that it just didn't do that much, but because I thought it was like based on weight, and I'd imagine like he doesn't weigh that much, but
yeah, it's like I would have expected that to do more. Maybe it's like since it's one of the it's not like a stone golem, but it's like I don't know, it's like an artificial
it could still weigh. Yeah, it could still be
Yeah.
big. Yeah.
There's some
doubt.
Pokemon with some weird weight stats, so maybe we just encountered that or something. But yeah, it was mostly for popping the balloon then. I'm much less confused now, but still quite foolish it seems.
Yeah. It's all good.
But now we got Regieleki showing off its own Volt Switch, not doing a bunch of damage, but allowing Spencer to bring in Sylveon pretty safely here.
Yeah.
And we'll see the Volt Switch to reset that special attack drop.
I feel bad for the Serena because like I feel like it's just gonna be like the final guy in the back and he isn't gonna be able to clutch up. I feel like he should probably try to get it out and try to get some early work with it.
Yeah, like at least use it to switch in on something and set the stage for your other guys. I definitely agree that if Sarina gets left till the end, it's just gonna be really hard to deal with that on Spencer's side.
It's tough.
Yeah, Whimsicott entering the battle once again.
Okay.
Oh, but we got the Trick
That's a
Room
good
up
play
on
right here.
Spencer's end.
Yeah.
That is
This could be a good play.
And we've still got Terra available on both sides.
Ooh, okay. Setting up, I like it.
Yeah. This could be a huge Calm Mind.
What's it
And
attack?
Sarina kind of did its job setting up the Trick Room, and now it's going to be available to like blast off some heal pulses, do a little bit of damage with Psychic, so it'll still be able to provide some use for the team. It's just like its main goal has already been accomplished.
Yeah. I wonder if Yuli's gonna wild charge the Sylveon expecting the Water Terror though. That'd be
That would
crazy,
be a
but
huge call out.
yeah, I don't know.
And we do have the Terra
Yeah.
on the Sylveon. And this is huge. I feel like Terra can be really nice on these setup mons because it basically gives you a free turn to do what you want. And we have the Terra from Adrian's side as well.
Yeah, on the
Iron Treads going Terra Ghost, probably
okay.
respecting like Terra Water Terra Blast, perhaps.
Yeah, so
Oh,
that's
and
where
the Sunny Day.
I'm wondering if he did do it.
We have the Psychic coming out into Whimsicott. That's respectable damage. And now we're calming down on Sylveon. And I mean, that could be huge because, a big Hyper Voice at +1, and then you get to +2 thanks to the, Throat Spray. I mean, that's some big damage potential. And now Iron Treads doesn't resist it. So this Terra Ghost could be detrimental.
Yeah, it kind of didn't play as well in his favor.
Right. Still, Whimsicott's got that support potential. Might, set up a light screen.
Screens are good. Yep, screens
That's
are good.
big. But the Psychic also not resisted thanks to the Terra. Is this enough? No, both
here comes a
survived
big
thanks to the light screen.
comes a big wild charge.
Yeah, this
Be
has got to be
bad.
wild charge, right?
Be bad.
Huge wild charge. Oh,
Ooh, tanked it
Sylveon lives thanks to
surprisingly
that
good.
reflect?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh yeah, I forgot the reflect was set. Oh,
yeah,
there it is. Right
and
there, just enough
yeah.
time for it.
Treads just barely survives its own recoil, but now it's like, what the heck do you do?
Yeah, no
This
doubt.
Sylveon is set the hell up.
Yeah. Said, here, let me heal my teammate real quick, and then he'll just take you to fucking town.
Yeah, this is really difficult on Adrian's end. I feel like Sylveon is in a really strong position now.
Yeah, you can stall, protect, obviously try to get through the trick room a little bit, stuff like that.
Yeah. Well, the nice thing is, if Adrian goes passive here, that heal pulse goes off easy. Look
But
at
yeah,
that. And now, it's like that wild charge never happened.
yeah. Well, he didn't protect or
Oh,
anything. Yeah.
yeah, down goes the duo.
Yeah.
We'll see if what Adrian's got in the back
Still has
can
Moltres,
contend
I
with this.
believe.
I think, yeah, Moltres, and then I'm pretty sure Raging Bolt.
Probably Bolt.
Also
Yeah,
just,
I don't know
yeah,
if we've
'cause he
seen it,
just-
but
Yeah, because he like Volt switched out after getting Eerie Impulse
oh,
earlier.
yeah, true.
Yeah, we'll see if this duo can stand up to the power of a screaming Sylveon. This
Yeah.
is gonna be tough because it's that +1 special defense as well against 2 special attackers.
Yeah. Not minding the fire moves at all. The electric moves are a little scary, but
Yeah, the Terra Water honestly seems really nice here.
yeah, I mean Volt Switch isn't gonna hurt you that bad compared to like Thunderbolt or anything like that. So
Yeah, it's at least a bit lower base power. Sylveon also has especially good special defense.
yeah, for sure.
See how this plays out. The Protect coming out on Raging Bolt. Going to preserve it for now.
Hyper Voice.
And yeah, big Hyper Voice. It's going to be resisted by Moltres, but that's kind of canceled out by the +2.
Maybe try to get some
Heat
hacks.
Wave, Heat Wave's nice damage, and the burn. I mean, gonna make that fake out weaker, I guess, but the chip damage could be impactful. Oh no, but the berry coming through.
Yeah, Citrus, I didn't even realize.
And so Gothitel's going to be able to occupy space here for a bit longer. The Trick Room is gone, and that could really impact the state of this battle now.
Yeah, it's tough to, yeah, I guess if he predicts that he just to go into the Sylveon, this is gonna be a really good play, but
Right.
he probably knows that he wants to set up Trick Room really bad, double into it.
Right.
Could miss.
If this Heat Wave misses, that'd be enormous.
Yeah.
Nope. Heat Wave connects, and that is down goes Gothitelle. That will set up for either Sarina or Regieleki hitting the field now, though.
Yeah.
And that is without a Terra option on Adrian's side, so Moltres is going to be in some big trouble.
Yeah, I guess like this is where Serena can work out because he can Thunderbolt, Moltres, or whatever, and then Hyper Voice with the Sylveon. Like I don't know, there's an end game where like he's triple axling the Raging Bolt, so I guess I guess it is working out that it's sitting in the back, but
Right. Yeah, this Eerie Impulse option with the massive speed stat on Regieleki
yeah,
is really, really troublesome for this double special attacker position.
that is smart too, doing it to the guy that's like you want to keep your Sylveon alive, so it's like
Right.
yeah, get the super effective guy.
Playing into the flinch, possibly. Oh wait, that
Still
takes it out.
does so much. Oh, my
the
gosh,
crit! That's
crit.
enormous.
Holy cow! Wow.
That could be what Adrian needed to find his way back into this.
Yeah.
The light screen
crazy.
is gone, and so Regieleki's going to be able to do more damage, but it's also like all it's got is Thunderbolt, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean,
Thunderbolt Volt Switch, yeah.
yeah, you're killing the Moltres and triple axling the Raging Bolt till whatever, but I guess you potentially predict a protect. I don't know.
Yeah, yeah, I think
So
like some protect reads might come into play here, and then, um, you know, even with the burn, triple axle is going to be pretty tough for Raging Bolt to deal with. I think this
yeah,
is a difficult spot still for Adrian, but he's got a chance.
yeah.
Moltres protecting.
If the Raging Bolt kills the Lucky, then that also sucks for
Right,
him. So
right. Yeah, let's see how Adrian targeted. The Draco Meteor securing the kill, using the last of Raging Bolt's special attacks
yeah,
snap, basically.
yeah,
That thing is at, I think, -4 now. And triple axle, I mean, the first hit looked pretty unimpressive, but it still does a decent chunk.
yeah.
I don't know if
20-ish
that's going to
percent
be
maybe.
enough. Yeah,
Yeah, it'll take a couple times for sure.
I think this might come down to, I'm pretty sure Moltres is going to be faster than
Yeah,
Tsarina, so it might come down to if Moltres lands its Air Slash or Heat Wave here.
it is. Oh,
Okay,
oh,
down.
okay.
And I think that's going to be at a point where,
Life Orb too.
yeah, oh, the Death Orb taking another victim, and Draco
Oh
Meteor
yeah,
finishing off Tsarina. That is
even
it.
slower than the Raging Bolt. That's crazy.
Yeah,
But
man, that is that.
obviously the crit on the Sylveon made the big difference that game. Cause yeah, but
Yeah, I mean, I feel like that was the only way that that Adrian was able to get his way back into that, was that particular point landing that crit, because that negated both the +1 special defense boost and the -2 from the Eerie Impulse that occurred that turn.
yeah, yeah. All right,
My goodness.
we have our players here, Spencer, and we have Damage and Ulico with us. Any words for you guys? Anything so far?
GG's. I mean,
Well,
it's
yeah,
fun
of course,
set.
GG's. Great set. I'm happy to finally have taken one because it's been a long time I've been trying and it's been really hard. And Spencer is an amazing player, as everyone knows, 2-time champ, and I really had to play as my best possible game to do it.
And yeah, I think us here in the commentary booth, the folks over in the peanut gallery commenting, I think everybody e- everybody did not know what to expect from this set. But I gotta say, personally, I thought that Spencer's team kind of just like had you, like, but you were able to. I feel like you positioned all your stuff super well, and you were able to just kind of like find these spots where it didn't really feel like Spencer had a like great option available to him. Like all of his options were like felt really mid, you know, and it was just like, you know, because in a certain position, Gyarados could have like earthquaked and double KO'd, or like, you know, Sylveon could have, you know, just gotten out of control or whatever. But like you kind of found your way through this. I guess one thing that interested me was Gyarados didn't even come to game number 3. Spencer, did you kind of pick up on like did you feel like Gyarados was just getting too constricted by Adrian's setup, or what was the thought process there?
I still thought Gyarados was good. I definitely wanted to kind of abuse Sylveon for a game because I thought he'd been kind of lacking. Once he like took Trevenant out game 2, I was thinking like, okay, I can probably get a Sylveon game. And then at that point, I was thinking game 4, I would probably go back to Gyarados because I still thought Quake was pretty good. Intimidate negated for Alligator pretty well. The problem game 2 was I think I shouldn't have burned my Serena Terra. I think if I had been smart and saved it, it would have been better because
Yeah,
I just wanted to reduce damage from like a fire move, but I feel like at -2 it lived one anyway, so I probably could have saved it and then Terra ground. Because I feel like that game was set up for Gyarados to win, but he just didn't have Terra to abuse it, which put him in like a lot of precarious situations with like Wild Charge and like Volt Switch and whatnot. So
That is really fair. It definitely felt like Teasm was calling out at several different points that it's like, man, if he had the chance to ground Terra here, like if he had that option, then it would be different. But
yeah,
yeah,
I was kicking myself because I felt like I feel like the end game was there for Gyarados to potentially win with
yeah. It
Terra
was just
ground. I just didn't have it.
Yeah, it was just tough. You were getting to points where like you had to blow it early for certain other options. Like you couldn't get to that point in this game where you're like, all right, it's Gyarados' time. You had to use it a little earlier every time.
Right.
So
Well, pivoting over to Adrian, I think two things that impressed me, both pertaining to your grass types. I feel like Whimsicott had some really surprising bulk, being able to live that triple axle, and Trevenant really showing its worth in that first game as well. I'm interested in why didn't we see more of Trevenant for the rest of the set? I feel like
Yeah.
that guy was doing some work.
So I guess a few things I'll say. There kind of was this mind game about what I think probably for both of us, what kind of would be the same, would be different between the last time we played, which was also a super close set that I barely lost, and I kind of felt like I naturally had a lot of change given I lost Cobalion, I had Treads, and then I brought Sneasel the last time, so a lot of things I actually didn't change. So, for example, the Whimsicott is exactly the same Whimsicott I brought against my first set against Spencer, which is very physically bulky. I was okay leaving a lot of things the same because even though I lost that original set, I felt like my prep was really good, and even though like usually the onus is on the loser maybe to make a change to kind of win, I felt like it actually might have been a little bit reversed since I had some natural, change there. So the Whimsicott, I was very happy with the set happy with the Whimsicott set the first time. So I brought everything back the same, super bulky. The Trevenant, I really like Trevenant. I think basically since I picked him up, I think I've brought him maybe to every set. If maybe I didn't bring him to one set, I just at first, like the double grass type between Whimsicott was like, it's like, do I want him? But him having the offensive grass type, for example, is really nice. And I think I played best with like defensive Pokemon, and I think him having that role, I can put a bunch of bulk into him and kind of make him last a long time is really good. So I keep having this thing on these game ones, especially when I play in game. For some reason, I always wait till the last second to lock in my guys, and I was like, 10 seconds left. And I'm like, you know what, Trevenant, let's bring him. Let's
Just
bring
send
him.
it.
Just send it. Trevenant, I knew would be very good against his Gyarados set, for example, and I knew it would be good against, pretty good against like Passimian, for example, and Regieleki. And it's very especially bulky. But when he led the Gyarados and started Dragon Dancing, I was like, I hit the jackpot because I had Trevenant in the bag.
Yeah, I mean that whole game one, I feel like it was just really tough because Spencer was at +1 speed, and then Trevenant shows up to play, and Trick Room goes up, and it's like, oh shoot, that's just like, I feel like that is just like prime time for Trevenant to do its thing, and those wood hammers with the citrus berry kind of mitigating the main downside,
right,
and just like smashing Terra Water Sylveon and stuff. There was just so much stuff there that Trevenant felt very strong at.
Yeah, for sure.
He was good.
Indeed.
And I think the rest of the season, you've kind of set for Alligator up as like, I feel like that's one of the guys to watch on your team, and the fact that that you leaned a lot more on like Moltres and on Iron Treads and of course Raging Bolt. I feel like that was another thing, because I remember when I was looking at Spencer's team beforehand, felt like there was so much stuff that just kind of shut for Alligator down. It'd either destroy him or just make him useless or make him just not as terrifying as he has been all season. So I think that recognizing that on your end and not bringing him was good. It was also just good on Spencer's end to bring that much stuff to respect the Feraligatr.
I've been making the joke that Feraligatr is my S tier and Raging Bolt's not my S tier, but there have been a few matches, including this one and last time I played Spencer and a few other ones where, Feraligatr cannot keep up really, and I think we both knew that he would not be. Let's say he might be sitting on the bench for at least some of these games. Yeah.
Right. He's got to rest up for finals, I suppose.
Yeah.
Well, my goodness. I guess Tsum, did you have any other questions? I think I'm exhausted on questions.
Yeah,
at this
no,
point.
I'm good. I was gonna ask if you guys had any final words for each other or anything like that. Otherwise, we'll wrap it up. And
No, it was a good set.
It was a good set. Of course, sorry about the crit game 3. Of course, it mattered, but and
That's fine.
you know, it happens, and I yeah, of course.
Yeah.
But it was a great set, and I'm really happy to be in finals, and yeah,
Should be an
hopefully I
exciting
can-
finals. I mean,
Hopefully, I
I
can bring
definitely
it all the way.
yeah,
Ulico
everyone.
and Shrug was a very good
Yeah.
match of the week. So
early
you know.
season match. Match that's
Yeah.
gonna get a little rematch, I guess.
Yeah, I mean that one went down to the wire,
Yep.
and I don't see any reason why
It
finals
won't again.
wouldn't either.
Yeah.
So
For
I'll definitely
everyone.
I'll be bringing my A game. So
I'll bring
I'll
my
be
game, Shrug.
I'll be looking forward. Going Goku mode. I want you at your strongest. We're gonna
Yeah.
yeah. Like you're gonna earn this grand finals, man.
Well, I know some people out there are rooting for me as the last person in the top 4 that doesn't have a ring yet. So I some may call me the underdog. I don't know. Maybe I'm giving myself too much credit there. But for those out there who believe in me, I'll do my best.
I think regardless of the outcome, I think that that whoever wins will have surely earned it at this point.
Yeah.
And yeah, I think that'll be one to watch. I don't know what the plan is as far
Yeah,
as
we'll have to see.
scheduling for that is, but folks watching the stream here, you stay tuned, and we'll come back to you with one final banger to end off the season.
All right, everybody. Have a good night.
Alrighty.
And thank you.
Peace.
Bye, everyone.